All right, I think I might step in it on this one. I'm not sure. I just did a video about the whole Witcher 4 situation. I don't think it's gonna get too much hate. I feel like I'm on both sides of this one. So the Intergalactic trailer released, and boy did they stepped in some shit. So first off, the biggest issue I saw, or that I had when when I saw that Naughty Dog put the trailer out on the channel, was the fact that they released it with the comments turned off. I do not like that. Regardless of whether you think the game is trash or treasure, I hate censorship of the people. People need to be able to say whatever they want within reason about whatever okay? You should be able to go to a video and say that you think it is the most amazing thing you've ever seen, or you can go to it and say that it's the absolute worst thing that you've ever seen in your entire life. So that was like the first thing with this that I saw that I didn't like. But when I was watching the trailer during the Game Awards, and I was like half paying attention, because the Game Awards just, oh my God, like they just didn't have anything really that I was interested in. I saw like maybe 3 or 4 games where I was like, oh, okay, I'm definitely gonna play that. It was like Onimusha. This game is one of the ones I'm interested in, Witcher 4, and then there was something else. And there may be one other thing, but there weren't too many things. Like normally in the Game Awards, I'm pretty like, oh shoot, that's cool. This one I was like, all right, can we wrap it up? Come on, let's go. Like this was the first one where I was like that. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, this one's got people in tizzy talking about DEI again. And one of the things that I was seeing was people talking about the fact that they were like, I'll see people saying when they show something cool and they pan away. And I was like, wait a minute, what are people talking about? I didn't see anything. What are we talking about here? Like this was all, it was the girl and the lady she was talking to. So then I went back to it and I was looking, where was it at? Right here. And I saw people were talking about the anime. I was like, what anime are they talking about? And then I saw this and I was like, okay, I get it now. I see. I see. People thought they were getting Stellar Blade, and then they got, then they got this. Oh shoot, come on, hold on. People thought they were getting Stellar Blade, and then they got this, which I'm honestly, I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at people getting upset, because when I went back and watched it and I saw that anime, I was like, oh wait, hold on, no, I see why people were mad. I would have been excited. But here's the thing, and I'm gonna defend Naughty Dog for just a second. Not every game with a female protagonist has to have a beautiful, I shouldn't even say tits out, because that anime, she wasn't even tits out. It was like, she just slim, nice figure, the typical what guys want to see. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with guys liking what they like. I don't think it was smart to maybe show that, when you were going to be showing this a second later. But anyway, I'm halfway okay with them making characters like this. My issue is that the frequency of it. So we get one after another. We get women that look a certain way. We know what we're talking about. We're not gonna go into it, but we know what we're talking about. They look a certain way. And then they also are the grizzled type of personality. And it seems like the ratio is always like, for every 3 women like this, you get one that's like the girl that's in the anime right here, or or Eve from Stellar Blade. We know the reasons why. We know it's because, people the crazies on Twitter are gonna get upset, that everything is misogyny and all that shit, whatever. Let me say something. To all those people on Twitter, the majority of the gaming sphere is men. You cannot get mad at people for what they like. Men are going to like what they like. The majority of men are going to be attracted to a woman like this, versus it's just natural order thing. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. You can't get mad at them over it. So, and so I'm done with that now. So let's go on to about the whole Intergalactic thing. Now, again, I was like, I see why people are upset, but I was wondering, I was like, well, And I haven't, and let me preface, I haven't played The Last of Us. A crime. I know, it's a crime. I'm a bitch. I don't like zombie stuff. It freaks me out. Whatever. I'm trying to get into it. Anyway, but I was like, okay, so this is based off the comic books from The Last of Us, like the comic books that Ellie can pick up or whatever. So I was like, well, if it's based off the comic books, why are people all upset? So I did my research. I did my Googles. And I was like, okay, is it because it's a female, just because it's a female protagonist? So then I'm looking and I'm like, well, hold on. The character on the covers of the comic books is a woman. So I was like, what are people like, you know, what are people freaking out about? Why are they so upset? Like, this seems like another false, you know, DEI claim. But then I took a closer look and I was like, okay. If we look at the comic book covers, here we go. I might be able to get them like one after another here. No, I can't. Give me a second. Let me bring up all of the covers. Okay, here we go. Attention, Naughty Dog. All right, attention, Naughty Dog. This is why people are upset. This is why. Attention. Wheel. Attention. What's wrong with this picture? Gee, I wonder why people are upset. Let's look at this. Cue ball head looks like Jada Pinkett Smith. Let's go to the comic book cover. Wow, a woman, shortcut hair, but she has hair. She's in action sequences. I know people like this one, I'm sure, but and this, but like, why? Why do you have to do this? Just make the game the way you've already like had it. And I'm saying this with a assumption we don't know yet, but I'm just making the assumption that the main character right here is supposed to be this person here. They're the same person. I'm just making the assumption because, you know, obviously woman of color, and, you know, this one just has hair. Why do people, these companies feel the need to do this? Why do you have to make why can't a woman just be tough and beautiful? And people can make the argument, well, she's beautiful. I like a woman with short hair. Listen, all right. Listen, come on. Come on. The majority of guys are not looking at this and saying, wow, she's attractive. They're gonna look at, if they did this in here, then the optic would have been much different. Naughty Dog knew what they were doing. The thing is, I don't know why they were doing what they're doing. Well, I mean, kind of, we have an idea because they wanted to make sure that they are inclusive or whatever. But all they had to do was this, at least as far as what I'm seeing on the outside of the fan base. Just make the character look like this. You had the blueprint. You didn't have to shave the hair off and make her look like a mix between Jada Pinkett and Vin Diesel. Why does she look like Vin Diesel and Jada Pinkett had a baby? Like, I don't understand. Like, these companies are sitting on valuable stuff and they just piss it away for stupid shit. I don't get it. Because the thing is, if you go a couple minutes in, towards the end, if this was gameplay, it would be pretty cool. Like, look at this shit. Laser sword. If it's gonna be like an action game with you know, kind of, and again, I always use Stellar Blade as an example because I love it and I love the way that they did the action with it. Come for the coochie, stay for the combat, as I say with Stellar Blade. But if they have an action game where you're jumping off of stuff, it's it's gritty or whatever, it all looks cool. She's got a blaster. We're gonna be, you know, whatever. That's what people want. But you showed, how long was this? From 401 to 9 seconds. You showed 9 seconds of action of what people would want to see and like, what, 2 minutes? 2 minutes of this, 2 minutes of this. And we wonder why gamers get upset at this stuff. And I'm not angry. Anybody on the other side gets to comment, God, you're angry. Look at this guy mauling and seething and getting so angry. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm having fun. I'm having fun with this. I just don't get it. I don't get it. When you have the established thing here, if they created this, if they had just created this, it wasn't tied to The Last of Us's comics, if it was just Intergalactic, brand new thing, whatever, people would have been like, you know, oh my God, here we go with another bald woman character, muscular, whatever. But I don't think people would have been as angry because it wasn't being based off of something that's already established with a quote unquote beautiful woman. Like we gotta stop doing that. And you know, if you want to make a woman that looks like this as your main character, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Do it. I'll still play the game as long as it's an action game and it's cool and it's fun. But just make it a good game. You know, if you want to make the character look like this, just make sure it's a good game. Don't have, you know, don't put the radical feminist type of stuff into it. Hopefully it's just gonna be, you know, what it is. They're gonna drop it and it's gonna have amazing and fun action. But because we don't have anything else to go off of, all we have is this cinematic trailer, you know, the opinions are going to run wild because we have nothing else to base it off of. So that's basically everything I gotta say about the thing. I'm not disappointed, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the game because of the 9 seconds at the end. I'm hoping it's gonna be another action game with fluid movement and combat and stuff like that. But as far as like the character design, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that they changed what this was. And not because I want to see ass. Relax. I'm not because of that. Just because they already had an established character design. And again, and all this is based off of if this girl here is the same person in the comic covers. Like, I don't know, man. Get in the comments. Get in the comments. Let me know what you thought about the Intergalactic trailer. Is there anything that I'm missing or whatever? Or do you disagree with me, agree with me, whatever? But above all else, can we get this anime? Can we get this anime? Because this shit looks cool. Outside of the beautiful girl with the blue and pink hair, like this looks like something out of, I don't even know, like maybe Neon Genesis, you know, out of Evangelion, or, you know, something, maybe space, what was that? What was the Space Cowboy game? Not game, show. Cowboy Bebop mixed with Evangelion and something, I don't know, man. Like this looks like peak 90s anime, maybe 80s anime. It looks like a fun time. I'm gonna need somebody to make this anime or make some videos on YouTube of like their own version of this anime, whatever. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one.